For years, we believed Mars was just an empty desert world, but here's what NASA's rovers have captured.
There are a lot of different objects on Mars in various rover images. A massive cataclysm, remnants from a lost civilization that's just leaving behind those last hints that we were here.
A face carved into ancient stone, strange walking figures, and objects that simply shouldn't be there.
What do you see?
Gotta be a spaceship, isn't it?
That looks like a frog. A lizard.
So, tag along to explore what NASA has found on Mars that even left scientists questioning reality.
Liquid water has been found on Mars.
Strange formation. A structure resembling a humanoid head and a bizarre body was discovered on Mars, leading to speculation about its origin.
Scientists are looking for signs of activity on another planet. They're looking for structural symmetry, determining if this is possibly just something nature-made or something that humans or extraterrestrials had a hand in.
Some believe it was built by an extraterrestrial race, sparking excitement among researchers. The strange part? Ancient astronaut theorists claim that similar shapes have been found on Earth as well. These eerie formations challenge our understanding of history and hint at a connection between our planet and Mars. Could these structures be signs of ancient visitors, or are they natural formations? Scientists and enthusiasts alike are looking at these extraordinary discoveries.
Amazing detailed maps of pretty much the whole surface of Mars. There are some anomalous pictures. It's very much worth humanity's while. Are these artificial or not?
Life on Mars. Astronomer who had worked with photos for years said he found statue-like objects on Mars. Some claimed there was proof of an ancient civilization hiding in plain sight, while NASA thought it was just our minds playing tricks, seeing shapes that weren't really there. Others disagreed. These figures, with faces and headdresses, looked a lot like ancient statues we see on Earth. There were also pyramids and stone structures, just like Stonehenge. Some even believed these buildings lined up with the stars, just like the monuments here. So is it really possible that a civilization has lived in Mars? Bizarre face. You think Mars is just an empty desert, but this face in the rocks tells a different story. On the red plains of Mars, where NASA's rover keeps sending pictures back to Earth, a discovery has got space watchers holding their breath. What looks like a carved face staring out from the rocky hills of Dingo Gap.
There are a lot of different objects on Mars in various rover images. A massive cataclysm, remnants from a lost civilization.
This isn't just any odd-shaped rock. Amateur space detectives spotted details that hint at careful crafting. Scientists study these puzzling photos from millions of miles away. What if we've stumbled upon traces of an ancient Mars civilization? Moon Man. We've all seen shooting stars and meteors streaking across the night sky, but what a satellite just captured on the moon is something entirely different. An alien-like figure was spotted, walking slowly before sitting down on the lunar surface.
There it is! Son of a gun! Right down the middle of the road!
This isn't just another rock or shadow. It's a figure that has left everyone in shock. Amid the countless theories and speculations, I believe this is proof that aliens are way ahead than humans. Lines on Mars. Did you know that NASA has been taking pictures of Mars for a long time? They've taken millions of photos, but in 2021, a photo showed two long lines on the ground. At the end of these lines was something that looked like half of a round disc. It had a perfect curved edge, just like a flying saucer from a movie. Some people think this might be a crashed spaceship from aliens.
The object that he was looking at was between 12 and 15 meters in diameter, and it could be the remains of a flying disc that had crashed on the red planet.
They say it's too perfect to be natural. Others think it might be part of a space probe that didn't land properly. But NASA scientists have a different idea. They say it's probably just a crack in the ground, shaped by wind over a long time. What do you think it could be? Mars Mystery.
What do you see?
Gotta be a spaceship, isn't it?
Scientists have started research on Mars, and they are discovering evidence that suggests there may have been life there in the past. Strange pictures have been taken from there, which included Martian rats, UFOs, mysterious women-like statues, and what appeared to be a pyramid.
Oh, that one. That looks like a chick, doesn't it? It looks like a lady, right?
That looks like a frog. A lizard.
Oh, it looks like a proper pyramid.
Yeah.
When NASA posted these pictures online, they quickly went viral, and people started sharing different opinions about them. Some people believe that pyramids, shaped like those on Earth, on Mars, hint at a connection between ancient life there and life here. They think this suggests that both planets might have had some link in the past. However, others believe that these shapes are just camera angles or natural formations, not signs of ancient life. Strange moon visitors. The moon's got some strange visitors. A video shows a black object zipping over the lunar surface. While some think it's just space junk, others wonder if it could be a UFO.
¿Qué es eso? Wow, ¿lo vieron? Wow.
In another clip, 5 dots were seen moving together towards the moon. Some people joke that maybe aliens discovered the moon before Neil Armstrong did. The history is still to be written as the adventure of exploring the universe is just beginning. Devil dust. A strange sight caught the attention of space enthusiasts when an alien-like dust devil was spotted creeping across Mars. This massive phenomenon stood 1.2 miles tall and spanned 200 feet wide, moving at an alarming speed of 12 miles per hour. It looked like a devilish figure from a sci-fi movie. NASA's Perseverance rover had previously captured the eerie sound of these terrifying twisters. While dust devils on Earth can spring up with little warning, those on Mars can grow to towering heights, some as tall as 4 Empire State Buildings. Mars Secret out. On November 20th, 2021, NASA's Curiosity rover used its MOLLE and captured a detailed image of what appears to be a human-like face. It was inscribed into the Martian rocks, and it has left scientists in disbelief. Discovered in Gale Crater, an area known for its ancient lake bed, the image shows complex formations that look strikingly like facial features. Theories have exploded. Could this be proof of Martians? While some find it to be pareidolia, the phenomenon of seeing faces in random patterns. The others believed in the footage. Mercury.
We had a very simplistic idea of what it was going to be like, and Mercury turns out to be a more complex place with a more interesting and complex history than we had previously imagined.
Scientists have discovered some fascinating things about Mercury, the closest planet to the Sun. One interesting finding is that there is water ice on Mercury, even though the planet is very hot on its surface. Some areas, like the insides of craters, are so cold that ice can exist there. This ice is protected from the sun's heat, making it a unique place. Another discovery is that Mercury has volcanoes. These volcanoes are not like the ones on Earth. Instead of erupting with lava, they may have released gases and dust in the past. Scientists think that these volcanoes may have been active relatively recently, showing that the planet is not as lifeless as it seems.
We immediately got some surprises.
We are trying to change everything to fit those observations.
Apollo mission.
Do these images suggest they or another civilization landed on the moon?
1969 to 1972 were the defining years for science. And here's why. NASA's Apollo missions changed everyone's perception of space. According to a former NASA test pilot, astronauts returned with images of odd lunar trails and dome-shaped buildings. When he asked about the images, he was told to get rid of them. And let me tell you, it was a smart cover-up. Some say these could be connected to the Anunnaki, an ancient alien race. Experts, though, believe they were natural formations or rover tracks. Strange object.
This is just wild.
The heck is that?
How did a 12-foot-tall silver monolith end up in the desert? This shiny metal column appeared suddenly in a remote part of the Utah desert, standing out against the red rocks. Its sharp edges and tall height reminded many of the famous monolith from the movie 2001, A Space Odyssey, where strange slabs shocked early humans.
The intrepid explorers go down to investigate the alien life form.
A helicopter pilot noticed the monolith while flying overhead and landed to check it out. This sight sparked curiosity among explorers, who wondered if it could be a message from aliens. Authorities kept the exact location a secret, warning that visitors might get lost. flake rock. Mars never fails to surprise, and Perseverance just made another jaw-dropping discovery. While scanning the rocks on June 6, 2022, the rover's Mastcam Z spotted a strange pattern of dots on a boulder. At first, it looked like just a flake of rock, but closer inspection revealed something else entirely. It wasn't natural. It turns out this intruder was a piece of thermal blanket left behind from a previous mission. This could be a reminder of humanity's growing presence on the red planet. Plastic on Mars. You've got to hear about NASA's latest find on Mars. They discovered a cool piece of debris sitting right next to the rover. A close inspection revealed it likely came from their spacecraft, possibly leftover from its landing. It looked like a bit of plastic, or a piece of a shrunk tube. But wait, there was a bright particle too. NASA quickly controlled the rover to toss that sample away, because according to the scientists, if these bits are mixed into the rover's internal samples, it could affect the working. Hidden history. NASA's Curiosity rover just marked its 10th year on Mars, and it took a picture of a rock that looks like a face, using its special cameras to capture every detail. This strange object has people talking online, with some saying it resembles ancient Egyptian statues. What could this discovery mean?
In this area called Utopia, in a huge impact crater, is the profiled face. The culture that produced these formations on Mars had a direct relationship to the human race.
To find out more, we might have to wait until 2029 when astronauts are set to visit Mars. For now, waiting is the only option. Earthquake on Mars. Do you remember the buzz on May 7th, 2022, when a mysterious door was found on Mars, causing panic everywhere? Scientists and the public wondered if this door was made by aliens. The Curiosity rover from NASA was exploring when it discovered this strange door, perfectly cut into a rock. It looked like something humans could create. While NASA hasn't confirmed the door's origin, they said an earthquake on Mars on May 4th might have played a role. People suspect NASA might be hiding important secrets about this intriguing find on the red planet. Mars strange photo. NASA's Mars Curiosity rover caught a wild photo that has people buzzing. It looks like a space rat, or maybe even a space squirrel. This strange image was taken back in September 2012 at a place called Rock Nest. A science blogger found the photo while digging through thousands of NASA images. Some think it shows a little critter, while others believe it might be an experiment to see how long a squirrel could survive on Mars. Water traces. What an adventure it has been. For more than a decade, the rover has been exploring Mars. But here we got the wild part. It just found some fascinating rocks at the base of a mountain. These rippled rocks were made when waves stirred up sand in an ancient lake. This exciting discovery is strong evidence that water once existed on Mars. According to NASA, if water was present, it might have supported life in some form. What do you think? Is it true? Rover footage. On the dusty surface of Mars, NASA's rover was not ready for this. Near Beagle Crater, its cameras spotted a rock formation that looked amazingly human-like. The mysterious figure had features that seemed too perfect to be random. A smooth forehead, a defined nose, and what appeared to be a beard and flowing hair. The rover's 360-degree footage gave scientists a complete view of this strange discovery. This wasn't just any ordinary rock formation, as it stood out like a statue in the Martian landscape. While scientists believe wind and weather carved this face over millions of years. Mars animals. Among the countless red rocks scattered across Mars's dusty surface, one unusual formation caught scientists' eyes. There, standing against the Martian sky, was a rock shaped exactly like a perched crow. The detailed formation showed what looked like a bird's head, beak, and body, all carved from Martian stone. The rover's cameras captured clear images of this cosmic sculpture. Nature has a funny way of creating familiar shapes, and Mars seems to be quite the artist. Drilled holes. On February 13, 2022, Mars revealed a rock formation that left scientists buzzing. This rock, with its odd shape, demanded attention. As images were snapped, the team got ready for analysis. For over 9 years, the rover drilled more than 20 holes into the Martian surface, finding carbon an exciting clue to past life. I believe these findings tell us a lot about regolith, the loose material covering Mars. Packed with iron oxides, this regolith gives Mars its famous red hue. It also reveals mesmerizing patterns carved by the forces of nature over millions of years. Curious case. On January 8, 2014, just 12 days after its last visit, the Opportunity rover returned to a site on Mars. To the team's surprise, a strange rock had appeared. With its bright surface, the rock sparked curiosity among scientists at NASA. They wondered how it got there. The leading theory suggested that the rock was dislodged during Opportunity's short drive. The bright and dark parts of the rock seemed to support this idea. The bright section looked freshly exposed to the Martian environment. NASA detectives. Mars might have been a lot like Earth, with huge oceans and a friendly atmosphere. Today, the search continues in some surprising places. Scientists believe that deep underground, there could be pockets of water where tiny life forms hide, safe from the harsh radiation on the surface.
And while NASA hasn't found any evidence of life, once a huge ocean on Mars and an atmosphere that could have supported life.
As an indicator of Mars still being active, as still having liquid phases.
NASA's latest Mars rovers are like high-tech detectives searching for signs of past or present life. They're drilling into rocks and analyzing samples. So while we haven't met any Martians yet, there's still a lot to explore. Who knows what we might find next? Aliens on Mars. Did NASA's Curiosity rover capture a photo of alien life on Mars? I believe it did. A mysterious bright light in one of its pictures got everyone talking. As soon as the photo hit the internet, many people wondered if this was finally proof of Martians. Scientists say the camera was probably struck by a cosmic ray from space. This is not the first time it has occurred. A similar bright spot was discovered by a rover in 2014, and it was found to be sunlight reflecting off a rock. While for now, it might not be aliens, it sure keeps Mars exploration exciting. Moon landing. Something big is happening on the moon. A huge, unknown object was spotted flying above the lunar surface. What's this? UFO? I believe it is. In recent years, more and more UFOs have been seen near or on the moon. At the same time, countries on Earth have been racing to explore our closest neighbor in space. So, don't you guys think? Is there a connection? Well, this sighting has only made us more curious about what might really be going on up there. Iron Door. This image is recently circulating on the internet with people claiming it was captured on Mars. Well, if that's the case, it means the red planet just got a whole lot weirder. Yep, according to the details, NASA's Perseverance rover spotted something that didn't quite fit in with the usual rocks and dust. Right there in the middle of the Martian desert was what looked like a broken iron door. This strange find left everyone wondering, could it be a leftover from some long-lost Martian city? Or maybe it's just rocks playing pranks on our eyes? Whatever it is, it's definitely not something you see every day on Mars. Unusual figures. Forget rocks and dust, as the latest Mars pictures revealed by NASA showed what looked like actual beings. These weren't your average Martians from sci-fi movies. The images displayed strange figures holding objects, lined up as if they were on a mission. They didn't look human at all, which left people wondering if they had finally caught aliens on camera. Some people assumed they might be Martian soldiers, ready for who knew what. While no one could say for sure what these weird shapes really were, it became clear that Mars wasn't done surprising us. Hidden ice. A meteorite impact on Mars brought a surprising revelation when NASA discovered water ice in the crater's debris. High-definition images revealed large chunks of ice scattered across the landscape, something never seen this close to the Martian equator. The 3D flyover video showed the ice spread across the Martian landscape. This area of Mars was thought to be too warm for ice, yet here it was, sparkling in the sunlight. Enigmatic impact.
Something has crash-landed on the moon. What is it?
A mysterious object has crash-landed on the moon, NASA reported, and the source remains unknown. The impact left a double crater, something NASA had never seen before. They shared a photo of the unusual formation, but the identity of the rocket that caused it remains a mystery.
2 large holes when it crashed on the moon.
What caught my attention was NASA's admission. They didn't send it, and no one knows where it came from. It feels like the universe is hinting at something bigger, a mystery we've yet to uncover. Unexplained Encounter.
Close encounter. This object you see here was caught on camera flying past the SpaceX rocket just minutes after liftoff last week.
Shortly after SpaceX Crew Dragon left Earth on Friday morning, a mysterious object was captured on video flying near the spacecraft. The strange sight immediately caught the attention of viewers, sparking curiosity and wild theories. Could it be space debris, ice from the rocket's liquid oxygen, or something far more extraordinary, perhaps an alien spacecraft? While experts suggest the object is likely just ice, the footage has fueled speculation and excitement among UFO enthusiasts. With no official explanation yet, this unexpected encounter has everyone more confused. Water on Mars.
Liquid water has been found on Mars.
NASA just dropped some mind-blowing news. They found water on Mars. This isn't just a little puddle, but actual flowing water on the red planet. Scientists have been wondering about water on Mars for ages. Now they've got proof that it's really there. It seems as if all of those science fiction films were not unrealistic. There's even a new film about surviving on Mars called The Martian. Some folks are so excited that they're signing up to be the first humans to go to Mars. They don't have a plan to return. A company called Mars One wants to send people there by 2026. According to some, it's just a crazy dream. Mystery Hut. The rover, named U-22, was rolling around taking pictures when it saw what looked like a cube-shaped building in the distance. The Chinese team jokingly called it a mystery hut because it looked so out of place on the empty moon surface. U-22 was about 80 meters away when it first saw the strange shape. Now the little robot is on a mission to get closer and check it out. The scientists think it's probably just a big moon rock, but they won't know for sure until U-22 gets a better look. It's like a real-life space mystery. Who knows what other strange things will be seen on the moon's far side? Ancient Martin. In the middle of the red Martian landscape, a shape that looks just like a pyramid stands out. It's not as big as the ones in Egypt, but it's got everyone talking. The pointy top and triangle sides make it hard to believe it's just a random rock. Scientists are looking into it. Is it just a weirdly shaped hill that wind and sand made look like a pyramid? Or could it be something else? Some people are even wondering if it's a sign of ancient Martian builders. Hole.
A hole that was discovered on Mars is generating a lot of buzz this morning about potential Martian life.
NASA spotted strange dark holes all over the red planet's surface. The biggest hole they've found is huge, about 1,000 feet wide. That's as big as 3 football fields. But here's the weird part. Scientists can't figure out what's making these holes. NASA first saw one of these holes back in 2011, but they keep finding more. They think there might be lots of smaller holes too, but they're hard to see from space. Scientists believe they might lead to underground caves. That's super exciting because caves could protect anything inside from Mars's harsh weather. Some people are even wondering if these caves could be hiding Martian life. While we don't know for sure what's causing these holes, NASA's not giving up. They're looking at all kinds of theories to solve this Martian mystery. Flickering Light. In the middle of the desert, a bright light glowed like a star floating in the air. It shined intensely, no matter how brightly it lit up the ground. The light hovered quietly, shining in all directions and visible for miles. Travelers nearby stopped, staring at the glowing orb that made no sound and left no trace. Petrified Giants!
Oh my god. Oh, what is that? Can you see?
A video spreading online caught the eye of paranormal fans. It showed what looked like a giant sitting on a mountainside along Delijan Road in Iran. From far away, the rock formation seemed to resemble a huge person gazing into the distance. Believers think this could be proof of ancient giants, maybe even the Nephilim from the Bible, who were turned to stone by a curse. On the other hand, skeptics believe the shape is just a natural rock formation.
Oh my god. Oh, what is that? Can you see?
Stories of petrified giants appear in many cultures. In Norse mythology, the Jotnar are giants that once walked the earth. Myths like these say that after their defeat, the giants' bodies became part of the land, creating rock figures that look human. Cavewoman. A hiker spotted something weird in a cave. It looked like a woman looking out of the cave. The hiker decided to take a closer look. As he approached, the secret was revealed. What seemed like a mysterious woman was actually just an oddly shaped rock formation. Nature had sculpted the stone over time to resemble a person's figure. This incident shows how our minds can play tricks on us. What looks supernatural from afar often has a simple explanation up close. Weird skull. A hiker made a shocking discovery in a remote area. At first, it looked like a skull, but something was off. This wasn't like any animal or human skull they'd ever seen before. The skull was an odd green color and covered in strange markings. These weren't just random scratches, as they looked like writing in an unknown language. Even weirder, the eye sockets were a completely different shape from normal skulls. Although researchers took possession of it till now, the secret of the green skull remains unsolved. Aliens on Earth. A tour guide in Egypt captured an incredible sight on video. While leading a group through the desert, they spotted a pyramid-shaped UFO descending from the sky. The strange craft slowly landed on the sand, its shape eerily similar to the ancient monuments nearby. The guide kept filming as the UFO touched down and then quickly took off again, leaving everyone stunned. This bizarre sighting could be proof that aliens were in contact with ancient Egyptians. The similarity between the UFO and the pyramids suggests a possible connection. Maybe visitors from space helped build the real pyramids thousands of years ago. Humanoid figure. In a dark Mexican cave, an explorer moved carefully through the shadows. Suddenly, he stopped in his tracks. At the entrance stood a strange figure. It wasn't human, but it wasn't anything else either. That's not all, guys, but its face sparkled like the moon on a clear night. The glowing figure glanced back at the explorer as if giving a silent warning. The man took the warning and came back from the cave, leaving the true identity of the mysterious cave inhabitant behind. Military encounter.
9-0. Talk on. East.
A leaked video from Deutsche Welle shows what appears to be unidentified flying objects being monitored by the US military. In the footage, multiple UFOs are visible, with a military helicopter flying close to them. The objects hover in the sky, their movements unlike any known aircraft. The helicopter seems to be tracking them, moving cautiously as the UFOs continue their strange behavior. The video gained attention, sparking discussions about the possible existence of extraterrestrial technology or advanced military operations. However, no official statement has been made to explain what was captured in this intriguing footage. Bizer Orbs. Strange orbs were spotted moving behind the mountain by local residents. At first, they appeared as bright, glowing lights in the distance. Then, to everyone's surprise, the orbs began to merge into one larger sphere. Moments later, they separated and danced in the sky, moving gracefully together before disappearing behind the hill. The witnesses were left puzzled. What were these mysterious lights? Were these lights a natural occurrence or something otherworldly? The sight sparked lively conversations, with everyone sharing their thoughts and theories. Flying object. An odd red sphere suddenly appeared in the sky. But this wasn't just any light, it was glowing brightly and had a tail that looked like lightning. And here comes the weirdest part. This mysterious flying object seemed to be following the car. Some people think this might have happened near Area 51, a place famous for alien stories. Was it a secret experiment, a visitor from another planet, or maybe just a very odd weather balloon? Sometimes truth can be stranger than fiction, especially when it comes to mysterious lights in the sky. The subscriber's pick. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. You won't believe what Ingenuity spotted on its 26th flight. While flying over Mars, it came across something wild. The parachute and back shell from the rover's descent stage. Remember how intense that landing was? Now we've got 10 clear color shots of the crash site, all from different angles. The coolest part? These photos might actually help make future rover landings safer. It's pretty amazing to think that a little helicopter on another planet is out there capturing all this for us. See you later.